I'm quitting YouTube. I'm sorry to say. Would be the thing I'd probably say if I was quitting YouTube, but I'm not. But there's a lot of people quitting YouTube at the moment, so I thought, do you know what? We could make a kind of a clickbait title, like I'm quitting YouTube, and put a sad graphic up of me going black and white, sad piano music. Again, I've been doing this. I've been on the tubes since I know 2006. My very first video was me demonstrating the Ashbury bass. It exists on my other channel. You can go and look at it. But it's quite interesting. Now, the reason why people quit YouTube, there are many reasons. Some people do bad things and get caught out for it. You know, they use YouTube to do bad things and get caught out for it. That's not me. I'm too utterly dull and boring for that. And also, I don't like people. Many people quit because of something called burnout. I don't know what that is, because if you're creative all the time. Not all the time, but all the time. See, there's a difference, because with YouTube you have to be creative all the time, i.e. stick to a schedule. But if you're creative, you can be creative all the time, but not all the time. I know it sounds contradictory, because if you create anything, there's stuff that you create for yourself that you think, oh, I'll put that in a folder, and there's stuff that you create for the finished product for that. And that's where the burnout comes, because you can't be creative like that all the time and maintain a schedule. You can if you do what I do, and that's just talk to a camera. Many of these people who are quitting have created an industry. They are successful because YouTube has turned into television, hasn't it? That's what happened. The production values went up, and where YouTube was about you, me, you, me, you, it became about, well, mimicking what TV was. And so production values went up. You had a script, sound effects, special effects, green screen, locations, you name it. You know, it's become a very, very big thing. And to maintain a schedule, you say schedule, I say schedule, let's call the whole thing off. I can imagine be quite daunting, especially if you employ people, or, you know, you have to keep hitting that thing to stay relevant. Wow, I haven't been relevant in, blimey, 7, 8 years now, so again, that doesn't affect me. Why's the other reason people quit? Oh yeah, they get a life, they have babies, or, you know, fall in love, and, you know, real life gets in the way. Now, funny enough, the reason I kind of took this up, because before, when I started, it was just, you know, I do a video now and again, and then I started improvising music and uploading those because I thought that was an interesting thing to do. Then there was a long period where I didn't post, or I just do one video. Like, I think it was one year I just put one video up in a year, because I was busy with family and running a business and things like that. And then in 2011, I found myself raising my kids, and I used YouTube as a way of communicating, because I felt quite isolated. You know, you are, if you're, you know, looking after two kids under, well, yeah, they were both under 5 at that point. It can be quite a lonely existence, especially if I haven't got a support network. You know, the missus was working, and so I used YouTube for that. So for me, it's not really, you know, the only thing that's changed, I've actually got more time rather than less time, and I do less. Then I did more because it was a way of escaping. It was like a pressure valve, you know, and I felt like I was talking to people and people talk back to me. So I'm unique in that experience. Yeah, so many people, they move on, they do other things. But for many of us, the little people that don't have the schedules or the pressure, we're going to still be here. Also, another issue is money. Again, money isn't what it used to be. The golden days of YouTube are long gone. Again, yeah, there was a time when YouTube treated me relatively well. You know, not get a, you know, a limousine kind of well, but at least, you know, it helped with the bills and paid for shopping and stuff. Nowadays, it's very volatile, and some months I don't get paid because it's like a £60 threshold and I don't cross it, you know. So and that's over the 2 channels that I run. My other channel, if I'm lucky, I might make 10 quid. 10 quid. And this, it can vary. We can have up days, up months when I might do a couple of good reviews that people are interested in, and other times it can be, especially January, it can be a bad time. So yeah, this is why YouTube is kind of in this almost like a free fall state. I think people are very unsure, of what to do with their YouTube career. I don't have a YouTube career. I'm here. The videos I make very rarely, the things that I do and I enjoy doing, make me no money. And that's like the daily coffee time things I do in the weekdays and the Tuesday night live streams. There's no money to be made there because every time I do a live stream, it gets demonetized and I have to appeal it. Thanks, YouTube. And when I bring that up to the support, they say that doesn't happen. That's not a thing. It does happen. I'm not complaining. I'm just stating what the facts are. So I'm in a unique position. I do YouTube for, I don't know, for the fun of it. I guess that's it. I do it to talk to people. Again, the Tuesday Night Live thing is to just, again, talk to people that are out there and are interested in what we, in the feeling of the little bit of a community that we had. And what annoys me about YouTube and the way things have gone is, for the smaller creators, it's very, very hard to maintain and sustain an audience. And over the years I've seen like the Tuesday night live streams go, drop from like 60 viewers down to 20 regular viewers. And is that because people don't want to be part of something, or maybe they're just grown out of it? That could be one thing. But I think a lot of it is that YouTube's very selective on who gets the coverage, who gets the views. So we're in an interesting point in the whole YouTubeosphere. Yeah, there'll be many people that will come in, make a lot of money and go away. They'll use it for that, and that's fine. And then there'll be just us old dogged people that come on, do our little videos, do our little headpieces, and we won't get seen. And that's it. And when this all collapses, we'll be the people that are left. The money aspect has really affected YouTube, and that's why there are no viral videos anymore. That's why we live, again, it's this concept of the post-cultural world, which is something I want everybody to get their heads around. In the past we had waves of culture that we shared, that hit against the shore and we shared. And again, virality, viral videos. YouTube was the precursor to the social media age, and very much had that virality. A video would burst through, people made careers out of it, and then people got wise to it and they gamed the system, and so the system's altered. And that's why we don't have viral videos anymore, because money got involved and virality could be gamed, and here we are. And so we kind of in this digital kind of wasteland where there are people that are established and they will continue to be established, and there are lots and many outliers who will never get seen. And how does that sustain itself? How does that continue? That's the interesting thing, especially if the bigger YouTubers who can't, continue making the videos for whatever reasons, money, time, burnout, family, insert your reason. If they disappear, what's going to replace that? How do they select who is going to be the next generation of popular creators? It's a fascinating time. It's an interesting time to be in, especially as it seems to be. I'm not saying it's the end of YouTube. I don't think that's it. I just think the sustainability part of it is the interesting thing. So yeah, that's my thoughts. That's a little bit of a headpiece about people quitting YouTube. Again, Darren, why would you quit YouTube? Death. And if I got a job that was kind of, maybe a bit high profile. Again, in the past I was thinking that if I got an actual job that I just turn off all my social media because of all the terrible, disgusting, controversial things I've said. there aren't any things. It's all bollocks. But then I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what. Again, the chances of me finding gainful employment seem to be dwindling by the year as I apply for stuff and I hear nothing. So anyway, so that was my thoughts on it. Quitting. Quitting's not a good thing. You don't want to quit. You want to carry on. You want to be impossible and irascible and unstoppable and relentless, and that's what we're doing. But yeah, I mean, the reason things are the way here with me is that, because of this whole post-cultural thing, and music seems to have drifted away out of the public consciousness. There seems very little reason for me to do music reviews anymore. Nobody wants them. Nobody needs them. And if you do them, people don't see them for what they are, like a form of entertainment or maybe taste making. Again, nobody has time for tastemakers anymore. They aren't valued. You don't need to. You don't need us, because you can go on any streaming service and just preview or listen to albums without paying any money. You don't need us anymore. And so, again, I like talking about music, but in the back of my mind is, why am I doing this where it serves no real value anymore? Because, the videos I do make that get a lot of traction, people just don't get. They just think, why did you review it if you didn't like it? And they don't understand what a music review is. I don't know. I just think maybe they're just trolling. I can't believe people are that thick, but maybe they are. But no, don't quit. Just evolve or devolve. Do things simply. Again, with this kind of content, it's all right if you're creating content that's going to be viewed in years to come. I don't think it is. I think YouTube is very ephemeral. It's very time sensitive, and again, these guys have put all their money and time and energy into creating these videos, which are, again, over the years, and again, probably because of the algorithm, will just tail off. There's the idea of the long tail, and I don't think that's going to happen, and that's why these people are jettisoning. They're jumping into the sea, because they realise that the long tail can't happen with the algorithm. Blimey, that's deep, isn't it? Anyway, that was just me talking about quitting and why only quitters quit. And yeah, that's it. I think they're weak and pathetic. I really do. I really do. You've got to evolve. If you can't hack it, you evolve. You do something else. Or you were never really a creative in the first place. This was never really meant for you. And anyway, that's it. But Darren, you're not popular. Yeah, who cares? Just an opinion. Thank you for watching. There's only one more thing left to say, and by now you should know what that is, and that is ta-ta.